If you are having a tough day today, then this video is for you. No, this is not going to be a positive pep talk, but it's going to be something that's going to help you analyze your reality and take the best decision for yourself. Maybe you lost your job recently. Maybe you had a relationship breakup recently. Maybe you felt in the last few days that your life is not heading where you want it to go. And in these situations, we often feel stuck, lost, and we feel like our life is over. But I'm here to tell you, as a psychiatrist, that this is just a phase in your life, it is temporary, and one bad day does not mean a bad life. Hi, I'm Dr. Puvali, I'm a psychiatrist, and I help people become their highest versions and live their happiest lives. As you know, mental health is something that is stigmatized even in our world today, but as a psychiatrist, I've seen hundreds and thousands of stories of successes that people have had with depression, anxiety, loneliness, sleep problems, relationship issues, as well as much more. My belief in the positive approach of people and the ability of people to heal and get over absolutely anything is the belief that makes me want to share all this knowledge with you so that you can actually help share it with the people around you and live a happy life. Now, if you're having a bad day, I know you will not want to wake up in the morning, you will not want to take a bath, not want to have any food, and you will feel like your life is over and you need to die just today. But the thing is, the most important part is to realize that this is just a temporary phase. This is just your thoughts. Your thoughts are not reality. And once you realize that your thoughts are not reality, you will be better equipped to deal with the problems that life is offering. So, whatever the problem is, why don't we break it down into small chunks? Why don't we break it down into step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and so on? So, whatever the problem is, you know that if you break it down, you can actually find solutions. You can actually live happily as well as become your highest version. So, today might feel difficult, but why don't you just get up from your bed right now? Try to drink a glass of water. Why don't you take a bath and put some music on? Why don't you just go for a walk to clear your head? Why don't you try thinking just about today and not about tomorrow or the future? None of us have seen the future. We don't know what it looks like. But that's the best part, right? We know we can change it. We know we can take small steps in the right direction and we can live a completely different life. Now, the most important part when we talk about the future and these kind of negative phases is to know that life will always be a sine curve. It's always going to be up and down. Just like an ECG recording, you have a lot of waves, and it is the waves that keep you alive. Just imagine if you had the same day every single day and you lived that for 80 years and you called that life. How boring would that be? So, you will have a peak like Mount Everest and you will have a deep trough, and that's normal. And you need to realize that today might feel difficult, but you've had many days in your past where you've had similar problems or even bigger problems and you've overcome them. I think we lose the spirit of a child when we deal with problems as adults. Remember when you started to walk? You fell down 100 times, but you got back up 101 times. So it's very important that you realize that if you're falling today, it doesn't mean you're going to sit there and cry. You are going to get up. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week or next month. But we know that this is a temporary phase and you are stronger than your failures as long as you are willing to try. Because nobody can save a person who decides to just sit after they have fallen. You need to get up. You need to just deal with the cuts. You need to just, deal with the bruises. And you will see a time will come when your bruises are healed, your cuts are gone, and you are a brand new person. As they say, sometimes the purpose of the storm is to change who you are. The person who enters the storm and the person who leaves the storm are not the same people anymore. So maybe this is a way in which you will learn some important life lessons and you will overcome who you were going to be, and become your new highest version. So if you're feeling low today, I actually want you to just take baby steps in the right direction. Just change your thinking because it's going to affect a lot in ways that you change your life. So, the way to change your thinking is often just trying to imagine a future where all of these problems are solved. Maybe the problem won't even matter next week or next month or next year. So, you might lead a completely different life next week or next month. Why don't you give yourself that chance? Why don't you give yourself that possibility? I know today feels like the end of the world. It feels like this phase is never going to end. I know it feels like you've tried everything and nothing has worked. But we've all been there, right? You can just try today tomorrow, the next day, and something better will turn. If you have tried all the options, why don't you try something else? Try a new technique, try something different, and you never know when you might realize that you are living life as your best, highest version. I have a lot of playlist videos here that I will attach for the self improvement tips, glow up tips, gut health, depending on how you're feeling. Because when you're not feeling well mentally, you also feel lost emotionally as well as physically. So you might get headaches, neck pain, body pain, digestive problems, sleep problems. You might look tired, and people might be asking you, what is wrong with you if you have been feeling like this for a while? But know that all of this is temporary. None of this is the end of the world. And one day in the future, you are probably going to look back and laugh at today. You're going to laugh at your problems and you're going to deal with bigger problems then. Upleveling doesn't always mean the lack of problems. Upleveling means that you are now capable of dealing with bigger problems. So, no matter what your problem, no matter what your age, whatever your life situation, I just want you to know that there is hope. I've seen people recover from any situation that they have probably faced, situations that were very tough, situations that they can't talk to about to their families, friends, or even workplace colleagues. Such is the situation sometimes where people feel completely lost, drained of energy, and feel like this is the end of the world. But it never is. So I want you to make a list of the things that you've achieved in the past. We call this achievement listing, and it does go a long way. Just talk about the achievements that you had, the journeys you've been on, and the things you've accomplished. This is going to help you recover a lot in this journey that is helping you become your highest version. The next step is to just focus on building a daily routine. I know it feels tough when you have to wake up every day feeling tired with a lot of body pain and not having the willingness to even wake up or live. So, just make a morning routine. Just like you brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you go for a walk. Just add something to your life, to your mornings that's going to make your life easy. Finally, the most important point is don't be hard on yourself. You can achieve success, you can get out of the situation, you can get your dream life even on easy mode. So you don't need to achieve all of these things by pushing yourself too hard. Sometimes rest is the most productive thing you can do. So today, if you need to lie in bed, today, if you need to cry, today, if you need to vent, you can do that because you deserve to heal. And healing is never linear. Healing is a messy process. It might feel like two steps forward and one step back, but still you're making progress. And I want you to hold on to every glimmer of hope that you can see today. Maybe somebody called you or messaged you. Maybe your work life is going very well while your while your personal life is falling apart. Maybe your relationship just ended but you got a promotion. Maybe you lost your job but you have a very supporting family at home who is there to support you. No matter what the situation, I want you to know that help is all around you. If you want a professional consultation, do check the WhatsApp link below that I will be adding here, as well as the email ID. You can definitely reach out for one to one consultation. But more than anything, I want you to know that you are strong, you are powerful, and you have this. Do hope that you will just start to feel at least 1% better after listening to this, and know that this is a process. And I hope you will just allow yourself to live through the lows so that you can get to the highs.